Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, we're gonna be talking about Aurora maybe possibly acquiring iAnthus capital debt. I don't know if they'll do it, and but I'm thinking that what Tilray did today is other competitors like Aurora and Kronos Group and Sundial Growers, people who have huge amount of cash on their balance sheet, must be thinking the same way as Tilray. And they, as a if you're an MJ company, you have to be thinking about getting into the US market. Not it's something that is a must. Maybe like Madman was a branding acquisition, but you know it doesn't matter if it's branding or not. The US market is a must to be in for any MJ company in Canada. Europe is good, but the US is way more important than Europe and the rest of the world. But that's just my opinion. Just think about companies like Kira and True Eve. They are generating a huge amount of revenues from just the US alone. Like for example, Kira right now is generating $312 million of revenue per quarter from the US, EBITDA of $54 million. So yeah, they're generating a lot of money from the US market, and I'm thinking that companies like Aurora has to be thinking about the US market. Aurora, Tilray, sorry, not Tilray. Tilray already got Madman. Sundial, Village Farms, Kronos Group, Hexo. All these major Canadian names that have a decent amount of cash on the balance sheet has to be thinking about an acquisition similar to Tilray, because Tilray basically left a blueprint for other major Canadian players to get into the market. But I don't know if they'll copy them. They might not. They might. Who knows at the end of the day? But Man stock today, I did buy some near the end of the day. I got it at 41 cents. So I'm down a little bit. I'm bag holding a little bit. And maybe tomorrow we'll get another pump, or this stock could go all the way back down to 33 cents and it was literally a pumping up. I mean, that's a possibility. Don't know at the end of the day. We'll see what the market does tomorrow. But the volume today was massive. Almost 19.6 million shares traded. We look back when the last pump happened. The first day pump 19.747 million shares pumped, 20.44 million, 13.69, 17.42, 27 million shares traded, and then there was a massive dump of 39 million shares, and then after that it was just kind of trading sideways for a long time. Went as low as 33 cents, 32, 27, 26. It went as low as 26 cents. So if it ever goes back to 30 cents, I think that's a huge buying opportunity. But in my opinion only, not financial advice at the end of the day. What you want. So we'll see what happens, what the market will do with the Madman stock. Aurora, if we look at Aurora balance sheet, they have a decent amount of cash on the balance sheet. They have $476 million. If they sacrifice $170 million, they will still have approximately $300 million on the balance sheet. They can use that $170 million to buy iAnthus debt, and then they would have a huge footprint into the US market. And iAnthus then can hopefully with the excitement, get their stock price raised up. They can raise equity, and then they can continue their path of growing and building dispensaries and facilities so they can continue their growth forward. And when Aurora acquires them, their revenue generation will be much, much better. Because at the moment, they are making pretty decent amount of money. I mean, $54 million of revenue, with an EBITDA positive of like 10 million supposedly. But, they're doing pretty good. I think they're very undervalued because look at the market cap, it's $47 million. They're generating, $54 million of revenue. So they are making, in 1/4 of revenue, they're making as much as the entire market cap is worth at the moment. I think that iAnthus is undervalued. I did add into my position today because after I saw the Madman thing, I was thinking that iAnthus could get a similar deal as Madman, and the stock could get pumped. And I thought maybe I should buy in before the pump happened. So I don't know I don't know what the market is gonna do. But I'm gambling that iAnthus will get a similar deal, and the stock will get pumped, and I'm hoping. I mean, Canopy already has acreage holdings, so they don't really need to do another thing. But Kronos does not. Like Kron does not have a U.S. deal right now, and we look on their balance sheet. Kron has a total cash position of $1.2 million of cash. So $170 million. $1.1 billion of cash. So $170 million of cash, and it just adds to the other short-term investments. So their cash position doesn't really even go down, and they will be getting payments as because they own debt. So they will be receiving payments from iAnthus. So that would add to their revenue and profitability. But it just adds as a short-term investment. So it really doesn't even bring down their cash position. So I'm thinking that a bunch of major Canadian companies are fighting over, are looking at Tilray and probably thinking the same thing, thinking that they have to do something. And I'm hoping that iAnthus gets a similar deal. I don't know if they will. This is pure speculation on my part, but I think it's a pretty good gamble. I mean, the stock price could go down further, and I will be just adding on to my position. It is scary though, because bad things could happen. I mean, I never know, right? Something bad could happen, and iAnthus could go bankrupt. I mean, they have really attractive assets, and I think the asset is very valuable, but you just never know, right? You just never know what could happen. So that's the risky part of it. My friend is calling me, so I will end this video soon if I have it. Yeah, okay, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.